Hi everybody, welcome to episode 3 of the CollegeCap.com podcast. I'm Cameron Benga, I'm marketing lead at CollegeCap.com, and I'm showing off my new iPad. I wanted to make some videos real quick, give some early opinions from a developer's point of view, maybe something different than you've seen online so far today. In this podcast, what I want to focus on real quick are some iPhone apps, because I think there's been a lot said about these great new iPad applications, but not so much about what great functionality and stuff you have here. How is functionality for current iPod or iPhone applications on the iPad? So I'm going to load up a couple real quick right here and show them off and talk to them about them. I just downloaded this yesterday, actually. This is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. Again, one of my favorite games growing up as a kid. And I'm going to turn on some music here a little bit. The speaker, one things is the sound is just amazing here. But again, you have different modes here. Again, Tony Hawk looks great on this, even blown up 2 times. I think if you've seen anything, you know that you can do the 1 times or 2 times. I think one of the things you're going to see here in the next couple weeks or couple months is developers are going to have to go universal, because some of the game layouts, I mean, for Tony Hawk here for the iPad or for the iPhone put on the iPad, the game itself doesn't look bad graphically. I mean, it is blown up, and this is going to be hard to play here, but it is blown up quite big, and that's fine. But the game itself still looks pretty good. You can see that they put a lot of graphical work in there. But the problem is that the layout, the keyboard and stuff like that, I don't know if you can get a good look at it, but the keypad, I mean, the control pad is about this big, so almost, you know, a fourth of the, or half of the screen here in height and stuff like that. My fingers aren't big enough to play with it, so I feel like if a universal app, if it doesn't update graphics really, that's not necessarily going to be a problem for most of these games. It's just the control layouts. I'll show you here FIFA. The games load fast too. They do a real good job here. FIFA, again, is another game by EA Sports that itself looks pretty good when you blow it up to the 2 times. That's not necessarily the problem. But again, the problems come in the controller layouts. FIFA itself isn't so bad because it's really only, I don't know, you got 2 buttons and the control stick. So this itself isn't that bad, and the control stick in FIFA is movable, so you can kind of place your thumb in different positions, and I'm going to show this game load up. I haven't really done any specific tests on this stuff, but it feels like the games load up faster on the iPad. I know the processor's more powerful, so that would make sense, but the games do feel like you go through loading and stuff faster. I can't play this upside down. And they'll support whatever, you know, this game doesn't support a portrait landscape on the iPhone, so it doesn't support it on the iPad either. But as you can see, a joystick-only game with 2 buttons hasn't been too bad. A big fan favorite is Doodle Jump, one of my favorite games. I'll load that up real quick. You can see it loads real fast. And then, you know, you can jump here. So I'm going to try playing upside down. Let's see how good I can do here. Not that great. But again, Doodle Jump is a game that looks pretty solid. Most of the iPhone games themselves look good. The iPhone games or iPhone applications that look the worst are the ones that have a lot of text. Text does not resize the 2 times that great. So that's usually where there's a lot of problems. Graphics themselves don't necessarily look that bad if they're blown up 2 times art and stuff like that, especially if the designers put higher quality art into those applications at first. Here's Ocarina, which you have here. I could try to play it real quick. My speaker's not up that loud. Let me turn it up here. So yeah, I mean, again, the button layout's the big problem here. It's just really hard to hit all these buttons and play stuff like that. Nice, I have it on 1 mode. So yeah, those are some of the more popular apps. I might come back and do a second look at different iPhone applications, but so far they look good. The button layouts are the big problem, and a lot of these developers are going to have to come and make universal applications, something that, if not update the graphics, just updates the controls to more fit the screen. So again, thanks for checking this out, and I'll be back with more podcasts soon. Thanks.